people who don't know what the Cloudy Enterprise Academy is, it's like a virtual club that you can join to learn some new skills, hopefully meet people as well, like-minded individuals, different ages as well. There's people here who are 13, equally there's some people at university who are in this club as well. But the skills you learn here is on a specific platform called the Microsoft Power Platform. And the Power Platform is a really exciting place to learn new skills and learn app development because it's low code. So it's quite quick and quite easy to build something quite effective through some simple tools, but is really valuable to the organizations that use. And this is the world we live in now. We don't want to use spreadsheets, we don't want to use bits of paper, we want to have an app that just makes everything work magically together.
I'm Sarah Dawson. I'm the Deputy Town Clerk and Bereavement Services Officer for Stamford Town Council. In my role, I look after all the amenity areas, so allotments, meadows, recreation ground and the cemetery. Currently, with our cemetery data that we hold, it consists of lots of old big books, and very little of it is digitalised, which is where we want to sort of progress. A database needs to be able to draw all the information from the person who has purchased a burial plot or cremation plot, the person who has been buried, and each individual person that's buried in each plot, any memorial that has been put on a plot, and any other sort of information like transfers of ownership and things like that.
Sanvika, you've been given the glorious task of going first.
After the brief, we organise things within Visio. We've got what the users would be able to access and put information into, and what staff have access to as well. And then we've got the tables, which is our plan of all the things we wish to include in them. So for the memorial, we have obviously the memorial height and the type of stone it is, and then so on for everything else. And you can see that we've inputted all of this data into Dataverse itself. All the data here is collected from the forms, which were made by Joseph and Callum, and then this later links on to the Power App itself.
We got the forms that you sent over, so it was Form A, Form B. I think this one's Form A, so this one's for the application for the burial. So what we did, we used Microsoft Forms and digitalized every question. So you can see we've got different types, so like choices, text, just typing in normal stuff, and then you can see on the right we got responses, so you can see everything that you've got. And then what we've done, we've digitalized the form and the process, so as soon as you've clicked submit on that form, it uses a flow to get all the responses and add it into a SharePoint list, so you can view all the different responses, and there's all sorts of cool stuff like filters, and you can manage all the different records and stuff like that.
This is the cemetery app so far. As we mentioned, it's the first ever version of the app, so things will change and things haven't been added. We just need to get a bit more feedback, so what graphs you want displayed here, all the data. If you go into the first tab, which is the plots, this will be all your plots for your allotments, well not allotments, cemeteries, sorry. Then you've got grants, so it's quite similar to plots, but you can create your own, so you can either edit ones previously made, and then obviously you can, to create one, you'd go new grant, then you'd fill out all your details.
It's great working with you as always. We really enjoy working with yourself and Stamford on these sorts of projects, and obviously it's a really welcome opportunity to learn these new skills, both technically and those soft skills as well, things you can't learn in the classroom. We'll be in touch with some next steps to continue the process of building this app with you.
No problem. Well,
Yeah.
well done, everyone.
Yeah, take care.
I know how.
Bye,
I know what it's like.
Absolutely. Cheers then. Bye bye.
Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.
Yeah,
Thank
bye.
you. Bye.
So running along these in a slightly, I think in the order in which you would go, you set your cemeteries up on here. So you would pick your cemetery. In here, this gives you the details of inspections that have been carried out on that cemetery. You've then got residents. So these are the residents on the system. Memorials, again, if someone's requested a memorial, there's all the details of it here can be captured. And that's really, sort of it in a nutshell. I know it's a very, very quick overview. And there.
My name's Sandika. I'm 13 years old and I'm a student at the Royal Latin, and I joined the Cloudy Enterprise Academy a bit over a year ago. The Enterprise Academy is where we learn how to use Power Automate, Microsoft, Power Apps, and we learn how to develop these apps and connect these softwares and appliances together. Any advice for anyone who wants to join the industry or Cloudy IT is to just give it a go. You don't have to love computing, it's really easy, low code, drag and drop, and you learn a lot of skills from doing it.